My name's Adam Fletcher. For the last 20 years, I've been working around the world to promote Youth Voice. Today, I want to talk to you about Inconvenient Youth Voice. Youth Voice is any expression of any young person, anywhere, all of the time. It's happening in so many different kinds of ways. Many organizations have latched onto this term and other related terms in order to express a particular kind of youth voice that's doing a particular thing. Today I want to talk to you about Inconvenient Youth Voice because it's not particular. Instead, it's wild and huge. It's uncharted and ungarnered, and it scares the bejesus out of many young people and many adults today. It does that because it cannot be predicted. That's right. Inconvenient Youth Voice is inconvenient because it's unpredictable. It doesn't say what it's going to do, when it's going to do it, where it's going to happen, who's going to say it, who's going to hear it, and what's going to become of it, or how it's actually even going to occur. Instead, Inconvenient Youth Voice can happen anywhere at any time, all the time, no matter who is in the room and what's expected of it. That's what makes it inconvenient. It's unpredictable. It's also many times painted as unacceptable because adults have a particular vision for what youth voice should be. I'm going to repeat that. Adults have a particular vision for what youth voice should be. Because of that, we see things as being inconvenient or convenient according to our needs rather than the needs of young people themselves. So depending on who you are and where you are at, youth voice that's acceptable in one room might be unacceptable in the next. Remember, it's determined by who, what, when, where, why, and how. That's my sixth finger that I don't have. How? Six. The point is, with youth voice being that broad and that big, it's no wonder why some of it's going to be inconvenient. But it's undeniable as well, because young people who are out in the hallway during class, fighting in the hallway, that's going to be inconvenient for a teacher. But it is youth voice, and it does happen right now. Young people who text the answers to tests back and forth, who in an after-school program decide to skip the program because they don't like the youth worker anymore. Young people who are not showing up at voting booths when they're 18. Young people who are not participating in the economy in predictable ways. All of these things are youth voice. They're just happening in ways that adults cannot predict them. The question becomes then, Adam, what do we do with inconvenient youth voice? I believe that the first step in Inconvenient Youth Voice is to work to engage it no matter who is sharing it, where they're sharing it, or why they're sharing it. That's right, adults need to drop our agendas and we need to open the doors to listen to what young people authentically have to say instead of us continuing to contrive and manipulate them into doing the things that we want them to do for the reasons that we want to get them done. The way that we can do that is with my cycle of youth engagement. The cycle of youth engagement has 5 simple steps that anybody can follow to engage youth voice. The first step is to listen. Now that's the first step, not the last step, not the only step, but the first step. We have to listen to youth voice in all of its dynamic ways without trying to determine, decide, and make happen the way that we want it to. So when we're done listening, we need to validate and acknowledge what young people have said. After that, we authorize with positioning and education and other opportunities. Then we take action and mobilize youth voice. And then we reflect on it and see what we've learned from the process. And then we use that reflection to inform the process of listening again. And we continue that ad infinitum in order to further engage young people, build their trust, build their hope, and build the partnership that young people can have with adults in order to secure all types of youth voice and see the validity that they have throughout our society today. When we do that, that's when real social change will happen because of youth voice. Until then, we continue to manipulate, we continue to procrastinate, and we continue to eliminate the voices that can be changing and shaping our society every day in every way, no matter who they are or what is said. To learn more about the cycle of youth voice and inconvenient youth voice, Google Free Child Project and check us out. To learn more about me, check out adamfletcher.net. And for more videos, check out my YouTube channel. Thank you and have a great day. Peace.